Hi, did you ever feel that you needed a superpower? I'm going to talk to you about a superpower that you could possess and which you may not even know you're possessing that. Alright, so just take a few moments. Let me share a presentation which I can help you explain through that what is the superpower that you have. You might have guessed it already. Yes, it is sleep. Alright, but let me take you through what is why do we call sleep your superpower, right? So sleep, while you're sleeping, you might, lot of us think that it's a waste of time. All right, why can't I sleep for 6 hours or 5 hours or 4 hours? I have so much to do. Or why do I have to, I'll postpone my sleep. So these are things that in this modern world we are doing. We have that ability because we have artificial light, we have electricity, we have artificial light, we have so much of distractions. Work is inside our home and work is 24/7. So all of these have contributed, and we want more and more. I mean, we're never satisfied with whatever we have. I mean, it's common across the board, not finding fault with any single person. It is the way we have evolved as human beings. We when we achieve something, we want the next and the next and the next, and it's possible to do that. So we don't want to waste time and waste it on sleep. So if you're one such person who believes that sleep is a waste of time, then this is for you. Second is, if you wanted certain things in life and you are not sure how to get it, watch this whole presentation. You might be able to find out how you can achieve something that you want to do but have not been able to do. So here goes. 1. Sleep heals your body. That you'll already know probably. But what you might not know is the organs get repaired during deep sleep. And there is a specific time at night when the organs get repaired. Alright. This is the critical part. Right? Because sleep has evolved over 3 million years. That is when primates started to live on the ground, and to modern man, which is 50,000 years ago. So sleep has been evolving over those years. So we have now this very fine, highly advanced machine which has some very delicate controls which have been developed and evolved over years. So this evolution, in the last 80 years, we have started tinkering with this evolution, because now that we have electricity, we have light, right? We think, why should we sleep at night? Earlier, I mean much earlier, when humans did not have artificial light, or even before fire or whatever, that is when they started, right? I mean, we are not nocturnal animals. Yes, there were hunting parties doing nocturnal hunts once they had fire with them, but overall we rested at night, okay, because of the conditions. These conditions are for hundreds and thousands of years. These conditions have prevailed and it's hard coded inside us. So what happens is, our body knows when the sun is rising, when it's setting, and it adjusts our body rhythm, what we need to do. It has adjusted it over the years. So it has learned to repair, let's say, the liver at this time, the spleen at this time, kidney at this time. It has learned over 3 million years. And now in the last 60 or 80 years, because of our advancements, we think that, no, at this time I need to do this. You do your work later. Whenever I get time, I'll sleep. You do that work at that time. That's the way we, without saying it, are doing it. Alright. So I have a party tonight, I need to attend, or I need to do this work, I have to finish this, or whatever the reasons. So we have started tinkering with it. Now after tinkering for many years, then you might suddenly find that when you want to sleep, you're not getting the sleep. That's the second part of it. Okay, we'll discuss that later. But first is, the body has an intelligence which works. See, it doesn't ask you permission to digest any food. It doesn't ask you permission to breathe. Okay, yes, you can consciously change your breathing, but most of the other processes happening inside are all autonomous. Without your permission, it's happening, right? So sleep, that is repairing during sleep, is also an autonomous function, and it is decided that this is the time it will repair it. All right, but we have decided that based on my schedule, I can sleep only at 2 o'clock or 3 o'clock, or this so and so who's so successful is only sleeping so many hours. Okay, he sleeps only at 2 o'clock, 5 o'clock, whatever. We bring these random examples. We don't look at their whole life. We only look at the fact that this guy is doing this and he's successful, so I can do that and I'll be successful. Okay, so typically that's what is happening, but we've messed with our natural intelligence of the body, all right, not the unnatural intelligence, which is learned intelligence that we are getting in the last whatever years, where we are learning stuff and we are applying it or misapplying it depending on how it is done. So I want you to remember the history of this. This is 3 million years old, the pattern. And in the last 30, 40 to 80 years, we are messing with our sleep cycles. So, but the organs don't know that. And it is missing out on the repair which is happening between, there are 10 to 2, 10 to 3 is broadly the time, 11 to 2 is a core time, 11 p.m. to 2 a.m. If you're asleep during that time, you get the maximum benefit of the sleep, where all those hormone production and the repairs of the specific organs, all of that is happening in that time. And it is not just a gift, it is a matter of survival for you. If you don't do this, it may work for a day, a week, months, years, but one day it fails. And it's like your car, right? Let's say you don't take it to a service station, you don't bother about adding lubricants, you think no, let it go, and the car kind of supports you, and one day it just like seizes and dies, engine dies, right? That's what happens to a lot of people, and the body is far more flexible, far more forgiving. It keeps on adjusting to you, right? It keeps on adjusting to whatever demands you give, but there is a limit, and when that limit is cut, sometimes it's too late. Sometimes you end up with diseases which stay with you for life. You would have medication for life, or you end up dead. All right. So it's either an early death or a life sentence that you will be enjoying because of mishandling something which has been gifted to us. It's free. You don't have to pay any money. You just have to allow yourself to rest and sleep at the given time, not at the time which is convenient to you, because you have a football match, or you have a particular show you have to watch, or an event you have to attend, or a project you have to submit, or something you have to study because you didn't study earlier. All right. Oh, my friends are doing it. We have a call with the US. We have a call with this. These are the excuses or reasons for which we postpone sleep. All right. So the thing is, once you postpone it beyond 10 o'clock, when you should have normally been asleep, then you are on second wind. So between 10 to 1 or 12 or so, you might be able to carry on. And then you will go for the third wind and the fourth wind. But by then you've lost all those windows of opportunity when the repairs should have happened. So that day's repair didn't happen, and that much toxins are inside you. And it's slowly eating you up inside without your knowledge, because you don't know. You're not seeing inside what is going on. So you just allow it to be. And then you suffer. So this healing, which is a superpower, because no amount of medication in the world, no pharmacy company can manufacture the things that one human body manufactures. The amount of chemicals and hormones and healing properties it manufactures, no company, no medical company in the world has the ability to manufacture all of them at a price that we get it at, which is free. Correct? Can they even match it? So why don't you gift your body that? Why don't you gift it something which is free so that it can take care of you for those 8 hours so that you can go and do your thing for the next 16 hours. Alright. In 16 hours you can deliver a lot more if you're 100% present. If you've deprived yourself of sleep, and then the next day and the next day, over a period of time, you go from 100 to 99 to 95 to 90, 85, 80, 70, till you are at 30% or 40% of who you are, because you're completely burnt out. You don't even know you're burnt out. You're so tired, you're sleepwalking. Okay, you're sleepwalking through the day, at office, at home, everywhere. You're just doing the motions because you stole your sleep. At a time when you needed it, when your body needed it, you stole it. And over a period of time, it just got used to this wacky way of living. Alright? And till it crashes. So, wake up. Alright? This is not wake up so you can go to sleep. That's what I request you to do. So the organs get repaired during deep sleep. Dead cells are flushed out. Cortisol levels are lowered. Cortisol is what you need during the day. Early morning it starts rising up so that you're up fresh and up and about so that you can start your day. So this is what happens at night. Without your permission, unknowingly it happens. You just need to permit yourself to sleep. And the housekeeping happens. This housekeeping is so critical. Okay, and you're not paying anybody anything for that housekeeping. You just have to give the god of sleep his 8 hours, okay, or 7.5 hours. 7. Basically, ensure you're sleeping between 10 and 6 or 11 and 6. It's okay between 7 to 8 hours. I mean, there's a big topic. I teach it in my course. Exactly, the science of sleep is taught there, so that you understand how you can customize yourself so that you can fit your schedule and ensure the healing also is happening. Right. So housekeeping, which is very, very essential to your well-being, is happening during sleep if you permit yourself to sleep. Then sleep protects you. How does it protect you? It protects you from accidents. Imagine 2 days without sleep and you're driving a truck, right? There's a possibility that the body steals some sleep, even for a few seconds, where you lost total consciousness, right? Then you could be in the next lane and dead. Okay, it's that type of event which can happen because the body is so sleep deprived, it's stealing sleep when you're awake. And at a critical time when it doesn't, when you're operating a machinery, or you're a doctor or a surgeon, or doing something which is really important, need to take a particular tough decision, but you're unable to do because you're sleep deprived and your mind has gone off to sleep. Okay, so accidents could happen. Then you will age prematurely. Okay, and there is a saying that is Professor Dr. Matthew Walker tells about this thing of the testicles of a person who's sleep deprived, a guy who's sleep deprived, will be that of a person who's 10 years older, the size of the testicles. And how it affects is the sperms which are produced are also lesser in volume. It's like for an older person. So your fertility is affected, your virility is affected, your productivity is affected, everything gets affected because you are losing the years. You think you're gaining years by stealing those few hours, but actually you're losing your lifespan and you're losing your being 100% during this lifespan. You're full product, you're not fully there. Okay, so that is a problem. So don't aging prematurely. You get yourself protected from aging prematurely, from becoming fat. See, when you're sleeping, certain hormones are produced which helps the brain know that your stomach is full. Now that does not get produced when you don't sleep at that time. So because it is not produced, what is happening is you're craving for food, more starchy food, more carbohydrates, more sugar. And without your knowledge, you will start binging. And obviously you end up putting on more fat. Also your metabolic rate also changes, which makes you become more fat. It protects you from BP and hypertension, so it protects you from heart attack. Obviously you're familiar with all of this, so I don't want to go fully into detail with things which you are already familiar with. And early death, I started this whole thing because of this early death of someone who's close to me, and that has woken me up to the fact that people need to know about this. It's not something that you should ignore. So please remember, sleep protects you. Third, it improves your brain. So we all want to be smarter, right? And we want to be better at our job. For that, we require our brain to be fully functioning. Our memory should be good, our cognition should be good, decision making should be, problem solving, innovation, critical thinking. All of these skills that our brain provides us will get diminished when we steal sleep from the brain. Okay, when you have stolen the sleep, what happens is, at that time when it normally would have cleaned out the toxins between the neural pathways, cleaned out the pathways so the neurons are able to expand and grow and give you more power, that activity could not happen. So the toxins remain, it starts atrophying, Alzheimer's, dementia, all of these things which would have come 70, 80 or 100 depending on how you handled yourself, could be advanced and come earlier. So it's very, very, very powerful. What you're messing with is really, I'm assuming you're messing with your sleep. So you may not, but somebody close to you, a loved one might. If so, please give them this, let them share this with them, because they need to know what they're messing with. They're really cutting away their arm and their leg. They are belittling themselves, they are removing themselves, and they are becoming a lesser and lesser version of themselves. Each day, each night that they steal sleep. Okay, this is what is happening. It's that powerful. So please wake up. All right. So brain, of course, you've seen that. Now looks, beauty sleep. Wow. You've heard of beauty sleep, right? Why? Oh, there won't be those dark circles around the bags around the eyes. That won't be there. Your skin will be clear. Your eyes will be shining. Your face will radiate. So you start looking good. Youthful look, skin tone improves, suppleness of skin, the moisture of the skin, all of that starts becoming, the elasticity is better, reduces wrinkles, reduces dark circles, and the eyes shine bright. All of this happens just by sleeping. Okay, so you can cut down on your expense on the creams, and because your natural good looks will throw up just because you've slept. Next, the fifth one, it improves your emotions. You start feeling good. Okay, stress levels are reduced. You feel calmer, relaxed, more loving, and you connect better with people. So just imagine with your spouse, your family, those you're working with, you are not short-tempered anymore because of the fact is you're well rested. You feel calmer. All those feel-good hormones have been working inside you. So because you've starved or deprived it of the feel-good hormones, you're cranky and you're biting and you're not able to maintain relationships. By a proper good sleep on a daily basis, you will be able to solve this. So if that's something you're suffering from, look at whether you're sleeping enough, whether you're sleeping right. Your career and finances. See, your career and finances dependent on your mental abilities, capabilities, your attitude, all of this which we spoke about. Other than that, you're more productive. That is, what would take 4 hours can be finished in 1 or 2 hours if you're fully in rhythm. You know, when you're in the zone. Unfortunately, you will not be in the zone if you've been sleep deprived over a period of time. So get your proper sleep so that you can become more productive, better decision making, more energy at work, better relationships, problem solving skills get improved, and the ability to spot opportunities increase manifold. So all of this will automatically affect your career and your wealth. So would you like to go for that? So sleep, that's what you need to do. And the hormones, there are a lot of hormones, fantastic benefits of some of these hormones. HGH, which most kids have a lot of, the human growth hormone, they have maximum, but as we grow older it reduces. Earlier the understanding was that they need it at that time, so the body is producing more. The fact is, the kids sleep more also. They sleep 14 or 18 hours. Now there is some study happening on the correlation of this, whether the sleep, but it's been found that this, because you sleep, HGH production is more. So when HGH production more, let's say you worked out and things like that, and there are some rips in your muscles, at night during sleep these get repaired. So along with the workout, stressful workout, if you add a proper sleep, then these growth hormones help you consolidate the muscle and build it. Okay, so it's very, very powerful. For sleep is very, very powerful to promote the production of these hormones, which help your body, your looks, your overall immunity, and your ability to function at your 100% level. So it gives you more energy, it builds muscle, the HGH. It helps build a BAT, which is a brown adipose tissue, which is basically the opposite of fat, and it helps consolidate muscles better. It helps build lean muscle. So that's BAT. And melatonin, of course, this production happens towards the evening around 8 o'clock or so that it helps you calm down and go to sleep. And melatonin is kind of a magic hormone because it has a lot of healing properties, which helps regulate many processes and many reactions within your body, which takes care of you and protects you. So that is in terms of hormone. And decreased production of cortisol. Cortisol, that is during when you are entering sleep, cortisol levels start dipping, and towards the time you are waking up it starts rising, so that you wake up fully charged and you are able to do. So all of this happens without your knowledge, without your permission. If you were started sleeping at the time you're supposed to sleep, and your wake up is at a normal time. So isn't this a fantastic learning about why sleep is your superpower? Let me just change that. One moment. Yeah, all right. Back. So what do you think about this? You can visit my website, you can visit the hub. There are courses which I am offering, and there is a blog you can read. You can share your comments on what you think about sleep being a superpower, and whether you have any challenges in acquiring the superpower. Let me know about it so that we can start a dialogue and see how you can get the superpower that you deserve to have. Alright, take care. Thanks for watching.